Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Alright, special guest this week. Oh, Tariq.
Yeah,
Tariq, you're back.
Look at me.
Yeah, you're back.
Boy,
Hey, look,
wow.
it feels
I'm
like it's...
back and this is my hell.
Hey, look, it feels like it's only been 3 or so episodes since you left.
Feels like it hasn't been long enough.
William's busy this week, so we're giving him time off, right, to get his life in order. So you're taking the reign for this week's episode.
Yay.
Right?
At least something kind of happens / kind of gets explained / still very confused as to what the fuck is going on.
Hey, so you know how we had that episode a few weeks ago where everybody showed up at the quarry to have a big gang fight? Right?
Maybe.
Right? Like that fight scene in Anchorman 2, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, right.
I know the fight scene in Anchorman 2.
Yeah. Right? It's like that, right? Like that, how we had that big fight scene, and I was telling you there's too many fucking characters in this show that they still haven't explained. Boy, they just introduced 2 more fucking characters this episode that's never been fucking brought up before.
Did we never have the fucking the council people before
this? This is the first time we're seeing these 2 characters.
Did we also... Is this the first time that the mother thing was mentioned before?
No, he always mentioned his mother, but we don't know.
That's creepy.
Yeah, look,
that's weird.
Hey, look, you know what? Hey, but he's getting paid to come into the studio to say mother and then leave, so...
I mean, to be fair, I'm glad they said, like, that it was mother and that he's a boy, because when I heard the voice for the first time, I assumed that it was a girl, and it was like, nope, it's a boy. I can't tell because he's is in a mask all the time. He's a sentient fucking sword.
Yep.
So, how the fuck else would I be able to tell what the fuck is happening?
And don't assume the gender of a sword, That sword's gender could have been anything,
I mean, that sword... God, the fact that... God, the fact that the sword has a gender. It's just... Oh, god damn it. Is Murasame just part of Soul Eater? Is it just fucking Excalibur? Is it just... I mean, not... Ignoring the fact that the Muramasa and Masamune sword stuff is, treated as Japanese Excalibur, but,
Is this the Japanese...
Is he just, I mean, he's basically Excalibur from Soul Eater. Oh, god damn it, I hate that I made that connection. But yeah, hey, it's fucking Sentai Donbrothers.
Hey, look, episode 29, Mourning and Murasame.
29 episodes deep, and they still don't know that the Black Ranger is, who he is. That's fucking insane to me.
Hey, look.
Every episode that this show... Every time I jump back into this show and realize that nothing has fucking changed, I'm fucking, losing my mind.
I mean,
the fact that I can...
Hey, look, you know what they say? You gotta keep the status quo ongoing, right? You don't want to change the status quo after 20...
We don't want to change the status quo so much that we just carried over from fucking Zenkaiger. Jesus Christ. This is insane to me. The fact that I have jumped into... about 2 handfuls of episodes at this point, or at least a handful and counting.
Yeah.
Of episodes, and I have had, I feel like I've seen the 0 plot progression.
Oh, it is crazy. I feel like you could have...
Other than new characters being introduced, I don't know anything else about the plot.
That was the ride that me and William has been taking on for the last few weeks. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the plot of the show, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Hey, look. Every time I thought they were gonna kill Sonoe, they keep bringing him back. Just when you think he's done, they keep bringing him back. Let this actor go home. He's like,
hey, look. I want to take these contacts out. They
fucking please. Hurt. Give me the flowers already so that I don't have to keep showing up every single...
he had flowers. He had all the flowers he could need. Just none of them were for him to walk off the set.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so hey, look, it's a funeral episode. Everyone gets invited to to a funeral.
No, just one person.
Oh, yeah.
Just one person.
Hey, that's right.
And it's totally not suspicious that, I mean, oh god, everything about this show is fucking.
Oh yeah, it's crazy how this episode started off with the two fucking. I was like, who the fuck are these two, right? And then they still don't explain them that much by the end of it. Absolutely insane. But hey, Momori gets to go to a funeral. You know, he should get a suit ready.
He doesn't get to. He gets fucking taken. He just. There's so many things about this that are like the fundamental like logic in Sentai is so fucking like weird and all over the place. It's like, okay, so we need Momoi to fucking be invited to Sonoi's funeral. Okay,
yeah,
great.
Just him. No one else, apparently. Not his two friends that he
that's
lives.
fine. That's fine. He killed Sonoi. I get it. You know, respect your fallen foe. Hey, I get it. That's cool. That's cool. I understand. So we should put it in a sandwich. Why? Why is it in a sandwich? How is it in a sandwich? How is it in a prepackaged sandwich? What did you do? What the fuck? And then it's like, he just gets his sandwich, and then he fucking gets teleported just by, like, thinking, I would like to go, and saying it out loud, and then he just fucking, that's like, oh, that's consent. Consent, we got it. We got him, boys.
That's it.
Roll up the van. FBI, we got him. That's it. We got him. Let's snatch him up. There we go.
We have you on tape, you know, right?
Yeah,
he sent
you're on files saying that you did want to fucking come into our van. Come in our van.
Mm-hmm.
And then, jeez. And then
oh yeah,
fucking...
so these characters, the people dressed in black, his retainers, right, have existed since the beginning of the show, and they're still.
Are these? Those aren't the same as the people in white retainers, right?
No, those are. These are the exact same people, except they're wearing black.
The exact. Are they supposed to be the exact same?
I believe so. I mean, we never get a good look at them, right? Because I still don't know what the deal is with the retainer characters in this show, right? They're not explained, and they still haven't been explained. And I thought they were gonna be explained this episode when they started talking, right?
I feel like the reason why they're there is because they're the Cerebrans, like, retainer people. Like, that's like.
But no, these characters. I mean,
because normally the retainers are in white.
Yeah.
Like, so I'd assume that these are different.
Nope, these are the exact same. These are the exact same exact same retainers. The one that carries him around on his stupid little fucking
palanquin, whatever.
Yeah, right. And then goes around throwing confetti all everywhere, and then realize they're gonna fuck up the environment because that shit never goes away. Hey, stop throwing confetti. That shit never doesn't go away.
Go back to throwing rice so that we can kill more pigeons.
Yeah, that's right. Look, I'd rather have dead pigeons than have confetti in the environment.
I still want to see a pigeon explode from eating too much rice, just a little bit.
Yeah. So hey, look, he gets a big shower. You know, he gets a little bath.
Yeah, he gets bathed, massaged, and gets to eat cotton candy? Question mark.
Look,
He's just the ultimate asshole the entire way through, and honestly, at this point, I feel like Momoi Taro has the same level of disrespect for this show as I do, and just anger and frustration. He's just like, fuck it, you're not doing this right.
I mean, look, he still needs to figure out what's going on, you know, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how he's going to figure out what's going on, but anything that he's doing. But sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he fucking goes and...
Yeah, he gets kidnapped and then he eats stupid ceremonial... Hey, look, these are the Momoi, the Dawn people's ceremonial food. Definitely not cotton candy, you know? This is what we eat from our home planet. Universe or wherever the fuck.
This is the Cerebrans special Cerebran food that's built to help you get stronger. Really? Last I checked, fucking fairy floss doesn't give you any fucking nutrients at all.
Hey, look, maybe it has to.
That looks like it should be eaten by a raccoon, sadly, on a river. Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
everything about this is wrong.
And there is, boy, I never realized how much goddamn cotton candy there was until they showed that big. I thought, like, okay, he's gonna eat like a, right, when they started to show his small bowl, I was like, alright, he has like a little small bowl of cotton candy. Then it's just like, no, this entire fucking table is just filled with cotton candy. They're like, yep. And then here's some cha tea, you know, right?
Yeah.
Here's some cha tea to go with your cotton candy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the main plot is Momoe is fucking going to a funeral where he's the only person in attendance outside of the two fucking people, outside of the two goddamn council people who I don't, like I said, these guys have not been established at any point, and this is the first time we're seeing them, so I was vividly confused as to why they were here and where they
the
came
thing
from.
is, for me, since I don't fucking try to watch this shit, I just went, I don't know, I guess they were here before or something.
No, this was the first time. And you know what? You gotta give credit to this council for having an HD image of Sonoe on file for them to send to the printer.
Yeah, printable, and also, like,
and
they didn't compress they didn't fuck up the image quality, just, like, expand
right,
it.
and then they managed to find a framer at the last, hey, we need this frame, we need this photo of this guy frame in this blue flame.
Well, they had their retainers go do it.
Right, absolutely insane. How like when I noticed that giant photo, so I was like, huh, wow, boy, hey, that's very convenient. You have this photo for this wedding. I mean, for this funeral, you know, right?
Yeah, but then fucking. Anyway, there's also a whole B plot with.
Oh boy,
there's 3 plots.
Yep.
Really. There's the B plot with Murasame, and then also C plot. Hey, the fucking Dino Thunder monster shows up. Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, by the way,
not even addressed or worried about.
Yeah, no, that character is just passive in the background this episode, which is the funniest thing. Oh, by the way, do you know where his eyes are? That they.
Weren't they up top?
Yeah, the two yellow ovals. Those are his eyes. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure because people thought that the two black holes, right, where his face is, were his eyes. No, that is his nose.
Yeah, he's a weird dinosaur.
Yeah, that's how dinosaur looks like. Yeah, boy, yeah. There is just a fucking right. The whole sword plot is absolutely insane. I thought this was supposed to be a Murasame episode where we figure out what the deal is with Murasame, but it turns out he's just a fucking cursed sword that just takes over people. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, is this the first time fucking, like...
someone has wielded him? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of firsts in this episode. The first time we find out about the council, the first time we found out Murasame has a conscience that isn't just listening to his bitching mom telling him to go to the store.
Yeah, to go clean his room of all the monsters.
Right, or to remember to take out the chicken from the fridge so that it's thawed by the time she gets home to make dinner.
And so I guess this is also the first time we've seen that he can kill bestials.
Yes, because every time beforehand he has only been killing the Anonis, right? The stupid paint.
Yeah, the weird nightmares.
The weird paint creature like that. So this is how the enemy tree of the show goes, right?
Oh, good.
All right, so the Donbrothers are fighting the Anonis and the Hisotsuki, right?
Right.
Right, and also the Cerebin, okay?
Right.
The
Bestials.
The Bestials are fighting the Cerebin, right? And the Hisotsuki. Okay. They don't give a fuck about the Anonis, okay? They're not like, we don't care about those. Those guys are those guys are refugees that came to this planet to blend in to live, so we'll allow them to live, you know, right?
Wait, so the Anonis are unrelated to the Hisotsukis?
Yep.
What? Why?
The Anonis have not been. The only thing that they established about the Anonis is that they're just people, entities, alien creatures that just blend into human society. That's it.
Then why are they fucking participating in fighting shit?
Oh, I don't know. Right? Is that like the Anonis are like parasites that are killing people to take over their lives? Right? Like in They Live or some shit, right?
They're just fucking refugees.
Yeah, they're literally just trying to make a life that they don't want to be, because they don't want to be found out.
Why do they keep getting involved in fucking revealing themselves and fighting?
Oh, I don't know. That's the best part. right? And then
What the fuck?
And then Murasame, right, only wants to fight the bestials, and that's it. He doesn't care about the Anois and the Hisotsukis. They're like, fuck those guys. I don't care about those. I'm only here to fight the bestials, right? And then the bestials, right? They want to only kill the Anonis, right? Because I guess they're the one that hunted them too. Hunted the refugees. You know, like, hey, we didn't get rid of all you.
So what does this have to do with why the fuck does the Dawn Brothers have to do? What the fuck?
Oh yeah, I don't know what the purpose the Dawn Brothers are supposed to be serving in this because they're not like a mediary between all these fucking entities, right? Right, trying to find.
Other than the Hisotsuki, I mean,
so for what I can gather,
are people that get turned into shit.
Yeah, because of their
go
negative,
wild and do whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, if the Dawn Brothers don't kill them first, the Cerebrins will kill them, and then they'll be permadead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But when the Dawn Brothers kill the Hisotsuki, they turn back into people.
Yeah,
For some reason, the fucking Anonis are just fucking, like, Leroy Jenkinsing themselves into the fucking situation. When
right?
They don't have to.
Like, if you think about it, the most neutral party in the show, besides Kaito, who's just there to be like, hey, there's something happening over there. You guys should go check it out. I'm not going to tell you what's over there or what's going on. I'm just telling you guys there's something happening, right? Besides from Kaito, the Anois are like literally the most neutral entities within this show in terms of character alliance, right? Like, this show's progression, so do you know how bad this, I think a few months ago, they released an official character relationship chart that showed the relationship between every character and the plot.
Oh, cool.
And it was a fucking mess. I don't know. I think I might have posted it to William, so I'm gonna look for it in the background. Uh-oh.
Cool. Anyway, so Murasame is out for the quest of self-identification, I guess, and has a whole conversation. We also learned that fucking goddamn Two-Face fucking gold and silver boy Don Jiro didn't start out with two personalities. He started off as the asshole, and then he developed the nice one. And what? Apparently a children's rhyme fucking split his personality? What? What is happening? This show is bad. This show is bad and all over the place and fucking nightmare. Jesus Christ.
People are saying the show is good, you know?
I disagree with them.
Look, I'm not sure people are saying the show is good because it's coming off of Dawn Brothers. I mean, because of Zenkaiger that barely had a plotline, or people are saying it's good because the head writer, or because it's because of the head writer this season, right?
Why? What's the head writer got to do with it?
So the head writer is like a guy who did like so from a comer, if I were to ask you, hey, what are like the best Kamen Rider season, right? That the general public can agree on, right? Like people will say something like Double O's Gain, right? Like the general consensus, right? So the head writer for this season is the guy that did Jetman, right? Chojin Sentai Jetman, and that season is considered to be like the best of the like top three of Sentai season, right? So people were really excited when they announced that he was coming back. He was coming to write this season. They're like, oh man, we're gonna get our dynamic Sentai season this year, you know, right? Everyone was so excited, right? But at the rate the show is going, I don't know what the fuck he's writing. I think he's literally submitting this the night before Toei asking for the script, right? Right? Like when you have to submit a project, when you have to submit your paper before the teacher closes the deadline, you're like, gotta start mashing something till it comes out.
Yeah.
Right? So people are putting the show on a high pedestal, right? But at the rate the show's been going so far, it's not, I don't think this season is actually that good myself.
Yeah. It's, Jesus Christ. Okay, so at this point, oh goddamn, whatever. I don't even know. Fucking Murasame is some dude trying to figure out his life. Fucking,
yeah, he's trying to figure out. Oh wait,
trying to figure out his life.
I don't have to be a sentient sword, right? Oh.
Yeah, maybe I can be more than a sentient sword. Anyway, he gets tired and turns back into a sentient sword, and flies off into the fucking distance. And then I find it interesting that fucking Inuzuka, whatever, doesn't get called in with the others. He's just on his own and, like, doesn't get summoned. I don't understand the rules to this at all. This is fucking confusing. But sure, meanwhile, he has a whole fucking side adventure with the Cerebrins and fucking Murasame, and he gets possessed by the sword, and then fucking Sono Need tries to take the sword from him, and she gets possessed, and then fucking Sonoza fucking gets the sword, and then he gets possessed.
Yeah, and then no one at any point considered, maybe we should just stop touching this sword we find on the...
Stop touching the sword! Leave the sword alone!
Yeah,
don't pick up the random weapon!
Maybe... Look, it's like what they say about needles. Don't touch needles on the street. Don't touch fucking swords on the street as well,
I mean, don't touch weapons in general that are just loose on the ground. You never know whose fingerprints are going to be on there, and you don't want to be fucking...
Yeah, and you don't want your fingerprints...
For a fucking crime. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want to have someone find that, and fucking... Now you're goddamn arrested for a crime you didn't commit because you fucking put your hands on a fucking bloody knife, you dumbass.
Right, it's really crazy how there's like, because I thought this whole fucking thing with the Dino Thunder Hitsotsuki thing was gonna tie into this, but no, it is literally just a fucking thing to give the Donbrothers team members something to do this episode, because they don't have anything to do this episode.
It really, yeah, because they're just left behind, and then it's just like...
Right, because that's like one of the biggest complaints I have, me and William been having about the show is how the fact that there's no one knows what the plot line and the relation of where this is all heading, right? Because Kaito's entire goal himself is like, hey, you have to fight these things for points, and that's it. That's his entire thing. Like, he's not telling him to fight to save people or to be good people. It's like, hey, you guys want your daily bonus?
Yeah, you must save the world to da-da-da-da.
Hey, we never do this. Hey, look, whenever when you accept the main quest, be sure to go to optional quests and do those as well, so you get points by the end of it.
Sub-quests for those extra points, yeah.
Mm-hmm, right? That's what Kaito's role is. Fucking, he's not there to be, right, because no one knows what the fuck... Because nobody knows what the fuck Kaito's role exact end game. He just knows he just somehow is involved in this, right? And then we still also have a fucking Jin who's still stuck in cyber jail from getting those declassified documents, right?
Yeah.
Right, and nobody knows what he's up to as well. We just know he's in jail, and he won't explain to everyone how he got into jail. When people keep asking him, "Hey, how'd you get into cyber?" He's like, "I'll tell you that another day. I can't."
You'll find out eventually.
Yeah, and we're like, why not? We're right here. We got nowhere else to go. You got nowhere else to go and nothing else to do. You're the one that's stuck in jail. You can tell us. But he's like, no, now is not the time. Right? That's his entire character fucking situation when now in cyber jail. But yeah, hey, look, they're fighting. Look, eventually they all fight each other. Everyone starts fighting to the point where they all just happen to be next to each other.
Everybody
right?
just. I mean, and then, Jesus Christ, God, this show is so all over the place. So all that happens, and then Taro gets. Meanwhile, Taro shows up just to tell off the fucking
council.
The council, not for the way they treated Sonoi, not for anything else. Don't put invitations in sandwiches, which I can agree with. Don't put invitations in sandwiches. But also, you went through all of this, spent, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever, getting, bathed and cleaned like you're about to be, presented at a fucking orgy, and you just fucking went, hey, fuck off with this kind of invitation. Anyway, bye. Oh, hey, look at your dead guy. Yeah, I killed him. Sorry we couldn't eat Odin. Anyway, peace out. And then they're like, oh, guess what? Surprise, it was all a trap. We have a fucking hollow suit of armor. Ooh, so tough, so strong. You'll never defeat... Oh, and he's decapitated the suit of armor. He's decapitated the suit of armor.
The hollow suit of armor is the strongest being,
I mean, according to Fullmetal Alchemist, all you gotta do is break the fucking blood seal, so... I don't think it's that difficult. But then the fucking... Jesus.
Yeah.
And then, apparently, stabbing it in the back or stabbing it, running it through, is... It triggered their real plan, which was to absorb Taro's power. Which... Why was that the plan? What? I mean, I guess it revived... It wound up being used to revive Sonoe, which... Are we gonna get him... Is anything going to change? This is my real thing. Things happen, but will anything change because of it?
Oh, will
because
the status quo change because of this,
will
right?
Sonoe come back as... Because, honestly, them reviving Sonoe is just going to fucking return Sonoe back to the plot, which is just going to have us be the exact... Everything's going to be right back to where it was.
Oh, no,
Nobody's dead. Everybody's there.
But now we have 2 more characters added to the plot now. Now we have the council. And their scheme, you know?
Because if Sonoe comes back... It would be cool if Sonoe comes back, like, and he all of a sudden his armor is red now. That'd be interesting, right? If it did something to change him, right? Absorbing Taro's power.
Uh-huh.
But I have no faith that that's what's going to happen. I have no faith that anything's going to change. This is like a fucking experiment in Samsara. I'm trapped in a loop. I'm in ReZero. I'm trapped in a loop and I can't escape. It just keeps fucking nothing. Things keep happening, but they don't change. And the fact that that's possible is fucking insane to me. Jesus Christ. But yeah, hey. Anyway, after Taro gets the big suck from the empty husk of Sonoe's armor, he loses his powers. Then they just teleport him back.
Yeah, fucking, I guess you could do that, you know?
Yeah, they just went up. We got what we needed. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I guess then they just throw him out. Also, by the way, hey, so with the scene where he gave them the sandwich, were you expecting them to move the mask to eat it?
I mean, you could see that there are people underneath the mask.
No, but that's the problem, right? I wasn't sure if that was because they were just being lazy with production, right? Because I saw their actual eye through the slit. I mean, through the eye holes, right? On the mask.
You could see that from the beginning when they showed up with Murasame.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure if that was like if there was like actual people face behind this, right? But then when they took off moved their mask to act, I was like, oh wow, this is really funny for no reason. This is just fucking dumb.
Yeah, it's not only is it really funny, it's also just funny because they just
fucking start eating the sandwich.
Look, Joe Biden said the pandemic is over. You spit in my sandwich, daddy. Like, just fucking, let's just swap spit. Like, share the same sandwich bite. Didn't even try to bite on the other end. Just fully went in from the same bite that Taro had. And then the second council member just bit from that bite. And it's just...
And then
in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's so gross.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so gross.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting... Also, the worst, now that we're watching this, it looks like they're wearing Hawaiian shirts under the fucking robe. Which I think...
maybe they are.
Oh.
Maybe the reason why Jin is in jail is because he was, like... He fucking ruined their kick-ass Hawaii getaway, and then now they have to punish him.
It's extremely absurd what was going on in this episode. Yeah. Yeah, hey, look, Momoi comes back. He's like, uh-oh, I can't transform. What am I to do? And apparently him picking up the fucking Murasame sword. By the way, they still haven't explained why Murasame looks like a repaint of Momoi, by the way. Just to let you know that, right? It's not like he was born for Momoi, right? Right? And that explains why he looks like, or like his suit is a repaint. They haven't explained why he's a repaint suit of Don Momotaro. He just is.
I'm sure it's gonna be something to do with his fucking the fact that it gave him the ability to transform. I thought he was gonna turn into fucking Don Murasame.
Yeah,
nope.
yeah.
It's just Don Momotaro, but with the Murasame sword.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then and it doesn't affect him at all. I assume that has something to do with the fact that he whatever the fucking color change thing about it. But also, then he just throws the sword away. He just throws it. He goes, "Fuck you, sword! Stop talking to me!" And throws it off into the fucking trash.
It's fucking great. I just thought he just fucking throws it. He's like, what?
Everyone else, it's like fight. He goes, "Shut the fuck up! throws sword into the goddamn ocean.
Right? You like, I thought there was gonna be like a big plot element now. The fact that's right because we saw him get stripped of his powers. Like, oh, I guess he needs to fucking use.
Once again, things happened, but nothing changed. Literally, like the most. Like, all of the points that you'd normally see as, like, oh, this is gonna be a plot, like,
yep, this is where the status quo, this is where the status quo would change, you know?
It's almost brilliant in that sense of every logical formula that should be like, oh, you know, thing A happens, so thing B must occur. Nope! Thing A happens. Also, thing 75 is also happening. Don't worry about it. Also, thing, fucking... Kappa is also happening. We're working with Greek letters now. Fuck the American alphabet. It's just everything is just fucking happening all on its own without any fucking reason to, like, be connected. And yet, here we are. In fucking purgatory.
I mean, one of these characters are about to escape purgatory, you know?
Hey, if they put, if they, I guess they've put out the fucking, both toys now. Where's my digital horse for if I combine my...
Oh boy, hey, there is no digital horse. Just that
I want my digital horse. How can I recreate the iconic scenes of my favorite television show, Avataro Sentai Donbrothers, if I don't have a digi-horse for him to ride?
I've seen people combine that thing cannot move.
No shit! It fucking doesn't look like it can move in the suit. It's bad. It's a bad fucking design.
I mean, I guess that's the reason why it's completely CGI too, which is great.
It's literally unfucking like. It makes no sense. It looks like it looks like it would make the fucking like those old like robot toys that were just like they just move their arms up and down. And
I don't think this thing can even move his arms up.
Oh, good, even better.
This thing's
a fucking mess.
Oh, this thing, yeah, look, I mean, like, it's really bad. Right? But yeah, look, there's no horse.
You had one job, and that was to sell toys, and you can't even sell good toys.
I mean, hey, apparently, according to the toy sale this year, they said that they sold out on the fucking, on the
It's very easy to sell out when you only sell 5.
Yeah, that's true. People also didn't like that the beginning Zord of this season was just the Zord from last year, too.
Yeah, well...
I forgot all about that. I keep forgetting that was...
Yeah, at the beginning it was like that, yeah.
And then they just abandoned that console because they didn't figure out a toy design yet for this season, even though they had an entire year to work on it. See, that's the worst part, right? Because as we know from Kamen Rider and Sentai, as soon as a season starts, there are like because it's not one team that's working on.
Yeah, right.
There's like at least 2 to 3 teams. Like as one team is working on the current season, there's a team just straight up in the background.
They've already started. By the time the shit is aired, there's already been like at least fucking 5 to 10 episodes like recorded and done, like gone into production so that they can sell the fucking
like. And then there's also another separate team who's just concepting the next year's season already, you know, right? Because by the time that this season aired, they still didn't have the Megazord design because the Don Onigiri didn't debut until like 3 months into the show's run, right? And I was thinking, boy, wow. Jesus Christ, it took us 13 episodes to get to the series Megazord, and while we're stuck in the shitty reuse mode that never gets explained or reused again. Great. Fucking great. It's like, hey, look, they defeat the Obere, the Dino Thunder monster, and fucking, I don't know what the fuck his deal is. He was abusing.
Yeah, I also didn't. But also, okay, so talking about the C plot, right? Was that guy just like a fucking Yakuza boss, or like what the fuck was that? Like,
I think he was just an abusive boss, you know.
I guess.
But he does there's no even resolution with it. They just defeat him and that's it, right? Because usually when the Donbrothers defeat the Hisotsuki, right? There's a conclusion to the story, right? Because when the Cerebins defeats the Hisotsuki, they just kill him. They're like, you're done. There's no more story. No resolution. You're dead. We just straight up murder you, and we're gonna throw your body into the river after this, right? Right. So usually there's supposed to be like some type of resolution to the Hisotsuki story for the Donbrothers. No, there isn't. They just defeat him, and that's it.
No. I'll say it again. A bunch of shit happened. Nothing fucking changed. It's a nightmare. I don't understand. I don't understand how the fuck this, like, world works.
Yeah, look, but the fucking, but the samurai gets a sword now, and they're smart this time, you know, like,
oh, wow, yeah, we're gonna seal it in my fucking shoujo manga pages. What? Why? How? When did fucking Sonoza have sealing powers, and why did he have to use the fucking manga book for it? And what? How? Why? Why did that happen?
Oh yeah, sure,
why did that happen?
That has never been established or hinted
I
at.
get that he likes he's into manga now. He's learned the value of he's a man of culture now, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, he's all about the culture. It's all about the culture for him.
Yeah.
But what the fuck is that supposed to be? Like,
oh yeah, no, this has never been established before that he can do this. We know he likes the manga, right? That's it. That's just like his entire...
clearly he doesn't like it enough to preserve it. He just fucking used the pages to goddamn slip into a goddamn to seal a goddamn sword.
Mm-hmm. Right? This is like the first, like many things in this episode. This is the first time we're seeing something happen. This is the first time we learned he could do this. It's like, hey, look,
God.
Hey, look, by the end of the day, they get a sword. You know, all that work. You know, that's the status quo change. And then they use Jello Sonoi. They pour some Jello mix into his coffin. You know, like yeah, this is how it works, right? Just put some Jello mix. You know, that'll wake him up. People don't like being submerged in Jello.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway.
Yeah, that's this week's episode.
Fuck Donbrothers. William, get the fuck back. This isn't fair.
Look, at some point, the plot has to progress, you know?
Yes, and at some point, William has to come back. Which one will happen first? I don't know.
Oh boy, look, is that boy. There are many races happening in the real world right now, right? This is just another race to add to that to see what happens first at this point, you know.
Jesus, yeah.
All right, is that this week's episode?
I think that's enough of that shit.
I think this episode might have been bad, but I think our episode with this was good, you know.
Yeah, well, as I said, things kept happening. Nothing changed.
Hey, look. It's like Donbrothers has been saying. It only takes 27 episodes for the podcast to get good, you know.
Yeah. Fuck this. Fuck this.
All right.
Yo, Russia, I'm joining. Take me with you. Take me with you. Take me away from this hell.
No, are you sure about that?
Yeah, listen. Hey, they've got. They said they're out of flights out of Russia, but what about flights into Russia?
Ooh, what about joining the Russia? Hey, look.
Oh shit! A bunch of cards just dropped. Okay, I gotta fix this.
Okay. We're ending this now. Oh, that's like bad. Look, there's no better conclusion to end it with that, honestly.
Yeah, a house of cards just fell.
All right, coronavirus is no thing. Watch this for him. Get your shots. The booster's a thing now. Okay, thanks. Bye.